Hello, it's Ukulele Says. Welcome back to another video. It's 2025 and this year we're kicking off with a topic that I really enjoy talking about and haven't actually spoken about yet. So let's dive in and get started. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, leave me a comment. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll be updated each time I post a video. And if you really like my stuff, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can become a member and join the Tab Shack or the Jam Hut. There you'll get access to all of my lesson materials, song sheets, theory nuggets, weekly challenges, live monthly lessons, and all of that and more. This week we are talking about warm-ups. Many people ask me, Sarah, should I warm up in the ukulele? How should I warm up? What should I do? Why do we need to warm up? Is that even something that we should do? So many questions, so many answers. So warming up is something that I am very familiar with. Some of you may know I come from a martial arts background. I practiced Taekwondo for 14 years and I actually studied sport and physical activity at uni. So I really understand the importance of a warm-up and what it can do for you. And I believe that it's not just sport that we use warm-ups for. I believe that it's very important in music as well. Believe it or not, there's a lot of similarities in practicing some kind of sport and martial art and music. So, what actually is a warm-up? Well, the Oxford Dictionary definition is as follows: to prepare for physical exercise or a performance by exercising or practicing gently beforehand. So in music terms, a warm-up is really like a short little routine that we do at the start of our practice session or the start of or before a performance to kind of ease us in and prepare us both mentally and physically. So we know that a warm-up is something that we do before we perform or before we exercise, before we practice. But why is it something that we need to do? Why can't we just dive right in and start playing a piece or start performing? Well, you can do that if you like. But what the warm-up does is the warm-up mentally and physically prepares us. It prepares us in here and it prepares us here and any other parts of our body we use when we play, maybe the way you're standing, etc. But the main reasons are getting our mind and body in the zone. We want to get our mind away from all of the distractions that we're dealing with. We've got to do a washing, we've got that assignment to hand in, we've got that work task to do. Get that all out of your head. A warm-up starts to get you in the zone and in that space where it's just you and the ukulele. And secondly, it's to get your body ready. It's to get your fingers ready. It's to get yourself playing something similar to maybe what you've been playing, what you're about to play or what you're about to perform, to really get you prepared, get your muscles prepared for it. And you'll start to feel the muscle memory coming back, and that will really help you when it comes to your session. So it's all about getting the mind in the zone and getting the body ready for the session. When you warm up, you want it to be relevant. You want it to be relevant to what you are doing or working towards. If you're working towards a performance, if you're working towards learning a certain song, then you want your warm-up to make sense. You don't want to warm up doing something totally different than what it is that you're set out to do. Now, there are so many different types of warm-ups. There's so many ways that you can do it. There is no one right, one wrong answer. In fact, there are so many possibilities. And as you progress and develop through your learning journey, your warm-up routine and what you do and include in a warm-up will essentially change and evolve as you do. So today, what I'm going to do is I am going to give you 3 simple elements to focus on, give you a couple of examples of each, and how you can start to develop and build your own warm-up routine that will get your mind and body ready for your practice section. As you know, I like to help people with how they learn. So if you want something a bit more in-depth, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Let me know in the comments. The 3 elements that we are going to break down are chords, rhythm, and melody. Chords and rhythm do tend to go hand in hand, but we do work on these separately, individually as well. We work on these elements separately so that we can really focus on each individual thing and not give us too much to think about. We want to ease ourselves into the practice. We want it to go well, so we start simple, we warm up the body, we warm up the mind, and then we can start to tackle some of the trickier parts. Okay, so let's say that you're learning a song that uses C and A minor. We're sticking with the basics here. To warm up, you first might start by playing a C, and then building your muscle memory and doing an A minor. C, and A minor. So what we're doing here is we're just playing back and forth changes at least 10 times so that we're starting to build muscle memory. Nothing fancy, don't worry about your timing, just play a C, play an A minor. You could do that with G and E minor, G and E minor. Maybe you're working on some twinkly versions of chords. This is a variation of B flat, C, B flat, C, or maybe down here, you're working on those bar chords, C, B flat, C. So that's something that you can do. Let's say there's quite a few chord changes in a song that you find quite difficult. You would just do those chord changes, maybe back and forth, ease yourself in, start with the easy ones first, and then start to bring in the trickier ones. Always start easy, ease yourself in. It's supposed to be a fun journey. We're not supposed to jump into the crazy stuff at the beginning. We've got to do those little stepping stones. Now that would evolve once you've done your little back and forth, you've played some of the chords in the song. Then what you could do is make it a little bit more rhythmic. So you could start to maybe do like 2 counts of 4 for each chord. So let's take the C and the A minor. You would maybe do C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, A minor, 3, 4. And that way we're starting to bring a little bit of rhythm into it. We're bringing some timing in there with the chord changes. 1, 2, 3, A minor, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4. And you could do that with any chord changes that you've got. Maybe there's a chord progression in the song and you think, oh, I'll just practice the chord changes of that progression and then I'll build up and do them all with a little bit of rhythm and counting. So that's a little step up from that. When it comes to rhythm is when we're playing strumming patterns, it's the life of the song. I would start just playing one chord, so your C chord for example, and playing something that's nice and easy, maybe just a down up rhythm like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and just ease yourself in, get into that flow, maybe change it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and now what you might do is you might think, I'm going to add in the chords. So you've done your easy strumming, and now build in some chords to that same 2 bars. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, A minor, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, start easy, and then you might build it up and start to do a chord progression, a strumming pattern that's a little bit more complicated. Maybe you're playing down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. You'll maybe evolve and start doing that one afterwards. So that's how I would do some simple exercises for my chords and for my rhythm. And again, you can adapt this, you can change this, it depends on the song you're playing. You can do 20 times back and forth, you could do 5 times, you could do 15 times with the rhythm. Just get into a flow, do it until you're comfortable. When it's natural, then just start to gradually change chords. This might take you about 5 minutes or so. I think 5 minutes is good to start with. You don't want your warm-up to be really super long, but 5 minutes is probably a good time just to ease you in and get you started. And by that point, hopefully you'll feel a little bit more ready for the session. The third thing is our melody. Now the melody is a little bit different. It's not something that you can combine with chord changes as well, unless you're playing some chord melodies, but that's a video for another day. But with melody, there's two different methods I like to use. Now, I like to make people get use of all 4 fingers. People tend to use these two when they pick. Sometimes they'll squeeze in this one, but this poor pinky often gets neglected. So from the beginning of people's journeys, I really like to get people using all 4 fingers. So the first exercise I would typically do is called the 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 just stands for fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, fret 4. It could also be fret 5, 6, 7, 8. It could be 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 4, 5, 6, 7. The way I would call a judgment on this is depending on what your melody is. So if your melody is within the first 3 frets, or frets 2, 3 and 4, then you would maybe do frets 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're playing a riff that uses frets 5, 6, 7 and 8, then I would be playing around up here. Now the cool thing about this is you have so many options to practice a little warm up. The most simple one I think is starting from the top, placing your fingers on your finger fret and simply going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then backwards. Now you could do it forward and backwards on one string. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, then the next string 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could change it up the order, so you could do 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, and do that backwards. 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. You can choose the order, you can decide how you would like to do it. And I just think this is a really good way to get your fingers ready for what they're about to be playing as well. Remember, the further up the fretboard you go, the narrower the frets become. So if you are playing a riff up here, it's probably good to do a little warm up practicing up here too. The second thing with melodies are scales. Now, if you are playing a song that's got a little blues riff, for example, then you could practice the C blues scale. So you practice the scale because most likely it's going to contain all of the notes that you're going to use for the riff that you're going to play. If you are playing Happy Birthday, that's the C major scale, so maybe I would practice the C major scale. Practicing your scales are good. There's many benefits of this. It starts to unlock the language of music, especially if you say the note names out loud. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And really start to ingrain while you say, play and do the notes that you're playing, because eventually that will start to go in your head and you'll start to recognise and connect the notes to how they sound, where they're played. And also it's getting your fingers just in the right positions, because if you're playing the C blues scale, as I said, then you're going to be most likely using the notes that are in the C blues scale. And I just think easing yourself into notes and scales, specifically for ones that you're playing songs for, so find out what key a song is in, what scale does it use a minor scale, does it use a major scale, a blues scale, etc. And it really just starts to unlock and open the language of music a little bit for you too. I think learning theory along with a song is really helpful because you can hear it in context of that song and how it sounds. Okay, so to summarise, we've got chords, we have got rhythm, we've got melody, and I've given you some nice little simple things to try. I have put the lesson materials on my Buy Me a Coffee page, and you can see them in more detail, including some examples. You can also see the challenge that goes along with this video as well, to help get you started in building and developing your own warm-up routine. If you like this video, as I said, let me know in the comments. Let me know your favourite warm-up routine, or your favourite thing that you like to do to warm up, and I will be back for more the next time.